it's something that just makes it easier for me.
All right, you ready to try Windows 8 for the first time?
I'll try Windows 8. I'll look at it.
For the first time.
Is it like XP?
Not at all.
I like XP.
Okay, can you stop it?
When you pause, or when you stop.
Oh, that's cool. All right, now I'm going to move the camera here because...
Oh, it's going to be on that one?
Yeah. Let me get an angle here. I've actually got a keyboard, an old Microsoft keyboard. Check this thing. This used to be my keyboard here. Can you see that, hon? This old...
Oh, now mine, the keyboard I have now, I got kind of used to it. I didn't like it at first, but it's like a chevron. Have you seen those?
Yeah,
I think it's supposed to be
split keyboard.
Yeah, like a what do you call it?
Yeah,
it's supposed to fit your
ergonomic.
Yeah, ergonomic, or yeah, whatever.
All right, so
do I get a mouse?
Hang on, yep. Wait, just wait, Dad. Wait, we're gonna start here in a second. As soon as Diana. So, Dad, you haven't seen Windows 8 at all.
No, I haven't.
And what you're about to experience is Windows 8 for the first time. I've got it installed in a Parallels virtual machine running full screen, so it's like a full-on PC that you're using as if you were using Windows 8 in the comfort of your own home.
Okay.
This is Windows 8, the consumer preview. This isn't final. I just want to know your thoughts, given that you love Windows XP. I want to know what you think about this. So go ahead and grab the mouse.
This one?
Yeah, not that one. No, you just moved the other. Okay, hang on. Grab that mouse. Let me move this over. Pay no attention to the man behind the seat.
Do I need this? Do I need the pad?
Yeah, you can take the pad if you want.
Okay. Where's the pointer?
Click.
Which?
That. There you go. Oops. Hang on. We may have to do this one again.
Okay.
Let me get rid of this.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, it's okay. I can see how easy it is.
Yeah, but I'm going to make sure. Because I was navigating Windows 8. Alright. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. So, Dad, you're looking at Windows 8 for the first time. This is Windows 8, Dad. That's it. That's Windows 8.
That's it?
That's it.
So I take it this is news here?
I installed a couple of apps already.
Oh, these over here are apps, or all these?
Programs, utilities, or whatever.
What's this Windows Explorer? That's just like, click it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so that's like what I had before. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Now how do I go back?
You figure it out.
We might be here all day if I'm trying to figure this out.
I just want Microsoft to kind of understand this is how real people are going to be using it. Oh, so you're launching Internet Explorer. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm trying to find out how to get that, all them boxes. Oh, okay. Wait. I don't know. Click on the fish. No, that don't do it. That's a warning there. That's internet access, so that's... Oops, now how do I close that? That's the volume. Boy. There's no menu. There's no like. There's no start menu. There's no place to.
You're on your own. Welcome to Windows 8.
But this is not the final version, so.
Yeah, but this is what Microsoft thinks is the final version.
What am I going to hurt that if I click on this Parallels?
That's just from the Parallels desktop machine. You won't necessarily hurt anything, but it's not going to do anything. Try to get back to the tiles.
That's what I'm trying to.
Okay.
Might be frustrating for older people.
No, that wasn't it. Don't make me just sit here and keep trying.
I'm trying to prove a point.
I think you proved it. I can't find it. There's not. I'm looking for what I'm looking for when I drag this around. Is I'm looking for like a hidden menu that'll come up when I drag this across.
See what happens.
Well, I don't see anything.
Apparently Google doesn't care what people that aren't techie how to run things.
Now, who's put this out?
Microsoft.
They trying to drive me to Mac?
That was my thought.
It might work. I mean, if I can't figure out how to get to... It should be easier to get to it than this. I mean, there ought to be something down here. Of course, I don't quite remember how I ended up with the fish on here. But that's a fish, right?
I'd imagine.
Why did they come up with a fish?
I don't know.
Maybe it's the new fish.
Salmon.
As opposed to the XP fish.
Keep dragging your mouse around.
Well, it's hidden somewhere then. Wonder if it's got to be off the screen.
If you go to the top, it's probably going to pull up the Mac interface, but
There.
by doing that, you pulled up a menu on the side. Did you see it?
There's no menu on the side. There's this one. It's hidden
No,
up there.
That's not the menu.
That's not
Remember,
what
this is running inside a virtual machine, but this is the full-on
Well,
Windows
this is
8
the
consumer-
Parallels one.
Yes. It's the consumer... What you're in is Windows 8 Consumer Experience, or the preview. Ignore that menu at the top.
Ignore that.
Yes. That's not Windows. Figure out Windows with what Windows gave you.
There it is. Oh, okay. So it's... Well, how did I get it? Oh, you got to be down in that lower right-hand corner. Oh, the only place you can pull that up. So, this corner down here, that's the start menu. You know, the start button, whatever you want to call it. So when I call HP Help and they tell me to find the start button, I go over here to the corner. It's almost right in the corner. I think it's actually right in the corner of the screen there.
So how long?
And
does it
that
take
pulls
you to
that
find
up. More time than I'd want. Okay, so I just come up here to start, probably.
Yay!
You turn your timers off. Who won the bet? Where's that guy's grandpa? Boy, he'd really have trouble.
Okay, so look around. This is Windows. This is the future of Windows. In these tiles.
So this for shopping. This is for online games. This is my internet mail, which is probably, that's my Gmail.
Could be. I've got it currently connected to.
Do I want to shut this off?
Sure. I mean, there's nothing really informative up there.
Where's the close?
You figure it out.
Down here where it says close? Nope. Oh, we'll try down in here. Is there a stop thing? Well, I can just go back to the start. Is that how you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so then maps. That's like the Google Maps, probably. App preview. We'll look at that. Not doing anything. Is that one available?
Should be. Should be loading, actually.
Oh, maybe that's what it's doing. Oh, how did I end up back here then?
May have crashed.
Maybe I clicked it too many times. So I don't have to do anything right now. It's loading.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that menu doesn't come up on this one. Something wrong with it. Okay, so here this gets me to the internet browser.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to do a search, I'd go there. I don't want to do that. And then here's the local weather. Video. Would that be YouTube? Or is that a video of the system or something? Oh. Okay. I love all these long things that you have to agree to them, otherwise you can't go any further. Why they even put them there is a mystery to me. So this is your DVR on the computer. This is where you can kind of store movies, because it says my collection here, and there's no videos in your collection.
Videos that you may have put on the computer, yes.
And here's the movie market. Okay, so I can order these movies, any of these movies. If you haven't seen The Tooth Fairy, rent that one. It's a funny one. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, okay. I didn't want. How do I get that back? Is there more? Okay, so it's got a little slider bar on the bottom. Can hardly see it, but it's down there. That's to slide it back and forth, to scroll it back and forth. There's nothing. Well, that's right. This is a Apple thing. It doesn't have a wheel.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's that little gizmo in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what this middle thing is. So this must take me back to this. And how do I get back to that menu again? I mean, so anytime I want to back up, I gotta go down in this corner and do it that way?
Well, there's probably a keyboard shortcut you could try. Could you look on your keyboard for the Windows key?
Yeah, what about it?
Press it.
Oh, okay. So that at any point would get you back to your main one. So now where... Okay, there's the desktop. That's how I got to the fish. And photos, messaging, camera. Camera on a computer? Would it be this camera up here?
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Solitaire. Well, that's good they got that, because if you get too bored, you can go play with that. A reader. Windows Explorer. So now where's like Excel and...
You'd have to install them.
Okay, so where would they reside then? Where would they live? In this window?
There would be icons here.
There would be a separate icon for each?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to take some getting used to, especially for people that are probably more used to having the little icons over your screen. Like you could have an icon for all your different things that you want to keep on your desktop. Keep them easily accessible so you don't have to go to the start menu and get it that way. Wait, what was that? Now I went into this corner and then I got something here. That's just like a picture of what was there before, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so I can toggle. In the left corner, you can toggle like between this screen and the one I had before. But it's kind of hard to... Oh, okay, you don't have to. You can just click back and forth. And I only have two open, those two, so those are the ones that's going to toggle. I could probably have three or more and then toggle consecutively through whatever I had in there. This one must be a game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's going to take. Does any of this move? Is there a way to get it back to the way it was other than moving it? So you could customize it. So, for example, if your mail was the most important thing, you could move it over here because that'd be the one you'd get to the most. And then if it were me, this is probably after the mail. I'd have mail after Excel. I would have Excel here, and then probably after Excel, I would put mail after Excel. But after that, because I'm getting more into this YouTube thing, I have to figure out what this video one is for. It may not be what I think it is. But I would have something related to my videos there. What's remote desktop? Oh, okay. So this I think allows you to, like, if I had a if my laptop was on and it was downstairs and I wanted to access it, I would access it through this one. Now let's go down this corner and see if it all. Okay, so you can only toggle between two, it appears. So that, I'm not sure if I would use that because I don't leave my computers on. If I'm not on them, I turn them off. But you can move these around and customize this look. I'm just not sure aesthetically if I like this look. But then I'm not used to looking at it. But if it was the first computer I got, someone was showing me, it would probably be a little more acceptable. People, that must be your people must be, move it up here. It must be like Facebook and that kind of thing. Let's see. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, there it is. Let's see if it boots up or comes up here. Now, what's all this? People you know.
Mm-hmm.
So There's a little carrot, I don't know what you call a grater end thing or sideways chevron. Then that gets you back there. So that must be your, people must be your contacts. So why they don't call it contacts, because that's what people are used to, I don't know. But if that's the main purpose of people, I would call it contacts. Only because I like consistency and that helps me. Messaging, let's see, I'll open that because I got, that might be instant messages. Yeah, this is like chats where you can talk back and forth with a person. If you're too lazy to get on the telephone, get them a call. I guess you use this. Now what do we toggle between? Yeah, it just, that left-hand lower corner, the only thing that appears that it allows you to do is to toggle from the app you are in this, what I'd call the home page or the home screen. Is that what they call that? And the desktop, let me see if I think that's, I'm going to go back to that again. So if I did have worksheets and I had them on my desktop, this is where I would go. Like, I might have worksheets, which I do, that I use all the time. I would put them on the desktop. So then I have to remember to get back and forth from them how to do it. Now I got a couple ways I've learned. You can come down here and go up here and get there, or you can come over to the left corner and just toggle back. Well, that's kind of all right. Once you know, it's not so. Once you know where it's at, it gets a little easier. So just in the few minutes I've done, I've learned quite a bit. But again, starting with zero, it doesn't take much to learn. But then this must be, and again, I don't do music or a lot of songs. Now my wife does some music things and she does the photo thing. But this must, because it has the ear things, that's probably music you download that you can listen to. So now if I were doing it, I'd put, oh, I don't like that. See, I don't like the two purples side by side because it's, can you change the colors of these? I'm going to try and right click and see what happens on one of these. Oh. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, how do you get rid of this thing though? Okay, so that's how you navigate, and it looks like they might, these colors may be locked in, or you can probably go to the control panel or wherever they call it and see if you can. So this is the start screen. Is that why it starts up here? So this is where you would start, and then internet, I'm not sure what's going to do when I move this one up here. Well, it left a hole. Now that because I get back and forth to the internet, so I would use that. That'd be more towards the top. And because I'm American and I drive on the correct side of the road, I read left to right. So I would put the most important things on the top and to the left, so they were the first things I read. Camera, that's got to be, I'm going to click on this, but it's got to be like a photo editor or a way to view your photos or something, I would think. Oh, I guess not. This must be for the camera that's up here inside the monitor, because it says allow or block. So I don't want to do that because I'm not quite sure what it would do. Well, I'll put allow then. Oh, he's a nice guy, isn't he? I have bifocal, so sometimes I got to get so I can see him. And that's the bad thing about computers for us folks that have these kind of things. It's got a timer. Oh, so I could get into the video mode here probably. I'm not sure what it did, if anything. I'm not sure what that did. I'd have to learn a little more on how to use that, but you're probably going to be able to do like a YouTube video here or that kind of thing. Camera options. And there's some drop downs here. Oh, okay, so you can adjust, make an adjustment for the probably the density of the picture. And line up. Okay, so there's a deal in there because there's it's being done in parallels and there's no other options in this drop down here. Then it says more. Let's see what that is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure how that works. Maybe some of these haven't been enabled yet or something. It's got a slider. It doesn't. Right now it's not letting me move it. It appears that you ought to be able to slide this over and make adjustments to the picture, but it's not. Yeah, these evidently aren't working, or I'm doing something not right. And let's see what this, if that takes it off. And it got us back here. But okay, so I clicked back on the camera options, and that took that. You can toggle it on, toggle it off. So the timer, well, I pushed it, but nothing. Timer is on, but I don't see anything. Maybe it's like a clock that runs consecutive and counts the time that you're doing your video so you can watch it. Or maybe you just have to hover it. Okay, so you just turn it on and off, but I'm not quite sure where the timer is. I'm going to turn it on and try and find it. Timer is on. Oh, there's the fish again up in the upper left-hand corner. I wonder if that's the home one. That showed everything. Try and get me there. Timer on, but I don't see how that works. But it's on. So I'll turn it off because I don't know what it's doing. So it's off. So we'll go back. I saw the home screen up here, yeah. So that gets me to that fish again, or the desktop. Whoops. I guess it doesn't. Oh. Did it put him like in a cask? I'm not quite, those are all the icons that were in that original, the home screen. I'm not quite sure how. Oh, you might be able to get to them coming down here. It's like a selection thing. So if you want to get to that messaging, no, that's the video. Oh, here's your contact list. So you could go there and go to your contact list. And there's the camera. Okay, so down here where I just said you could go just between 1 and 2, you can toggle between any of them. And if you wanted to go to the Internet Explorer, you can go there. Takes a while to come up. Bing. Bing. That's Microsoft's Google, right?
Yes.
Okay. And full.
It's going to be difficult to use that shortcut right now because
the other one overrides it.
You're in full screen mode within a virtual machine.
That's kind of, boy, it's got, I don't know if this is your screen or what it is, but that's pretty, that must be the way that iPad, the new iPad must be a lot better picture, because this one you could see. I mean, you visually see it's a better picture. Even these tired old eyes. And that gets us back to what I would call the home screen. And after you, I think you have to use this to decide the hierarchy you'd want to put things in, because you have to think in your mind, well, what would I use more? Again, I would have Excel and Word probably up here a lot higher, and PDF or Adobe. Internet Explorer. Well, see that, but it's a small bar. See, I'd want it towards the top too. In fact, I'd probably put it above Mail. But I got an empty hole and I feel like I have to put something in it. I got a question if you can tile. No, you can't tile them. So those aren't all games. I don't see one I would put up there at that same level, so I would probably leave that hole empty. Wonder if you can
so
make that bigger.
Any final thoughts?
This would take a lot more to get used to, but I was able to, I know I looked over to you a couple of times, but I was able to kind of find things. I think it'd take an awful lot of getting used to, because it does seem to be a pretty dramatic change from what I'm used to, even in Windows 7. And I use a little bit of Windows 7, but the desktop on Windows 7 is very similar to the XP desktop. So this one would take... You're kind of locked into their icons, as best I know, unless you could change these icons. Maybe people don't like these big blocks and little ones. Or they could make all the blocks the same size, maybe. Or give you an option, a color option, or which is probably there somewhere. Just have to play with it until you find it. There's got to be, because not everybody likes these colors.
So would you upgrade?
From XP? No. I wouldn't upgrade just simply because I'm more a creature of habit. And I went through the things prior to XP and ended up with XP, and I had to learn it. Now Windows 7, I have a new... Excel has kind of changed the way it works. But I have found that... I think Chris only told me 4 times a day for 20 years to ask the question to Google first. So if I try and find something I can, I just Google Windows 7 and I'll ask my question, and I can usually find how to get what I want to get to. And then after that, it's just kind of playing with it.
Good. There you go. Here's your first experience with Windows 8. I have no idea, Dad. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna carve it into two different videos. We're going to have one that's going to end. It's going to be the whole looking around on the desktop, trying to figure out what to do. And then end it when you said they're trying to switch me to a Mac. That'll be one video. And then we'll upload the longer one this weekend. So.
That's good.
But I don't know why they're blocks
And
like that. That's crazy.
And there's blocks. See if the
Where's
yeah, I guess that's not mapped. Hang on.
where's the like the tool? Maybe over there in tools or something.
So there's all your apps that are installed.
So can a person, instead of
Yeah,
having those
search.
big blocks, put all these on the front screen?
Potentially.
That might make it a little easier.
Now, go ahead and launch the calculator. What would you expect to happen? Do you see the calculator icon in the third column over the first one? Go ahead and launch it.
Here.
Third column over. That says calendar, Dad.
Oh. Start with the C.
Calculator. There you go. So it pushes you back to the Windows desktop. What do you think about that?
Well, this could, as small as this is, it could be anywhere. So it should just come up to whatever you're working on,
Okay.
I would think.
So try pulling up the calculator side by side
Side by side with what?
with
What happens if you...
The calendar.
the calendar. Yeah.
In 07, if you drag it over, it takes half the screen.
Mm-hmm.
To do what now?
Try to get side by side with the calendar.
With the calendar. Oops. Well, that's big. Whoops. Didn't want that either. That's kind of the escape. Just come down here and go back. But what happened to the calculator?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the calendar is there to toggle. Well, can I go up here maybe?
I'm not impressed with it.
Well, it's just something you gotta get used to if you want. But why?
As always, they take features away that people get used to and find that are handy.
It's something you really have to play with to learn what all these things are. But there's a lot of things here I probably would never use. I would, because I don't game, so if there were a way to like take it and put it over here, get it out of the way because I'm not going to use it. So that's what I would do. Okay, so here's your shortcut to your calendars here. You'd have that up here somewhere. Music, I don't listen to music. That's what I would do. Now, is there a way to get this back to the original settings? Like on an organized type thing? Whoops. Whoa. I don't know what I did there. What did I do? How did I get so small?
All right, Dad. We'll let you get frustrated with Windows 8 later. I gotta wrap it up. That was fun. Let's see here. Give me a second. I guess I'll just close it out from here. Thanks, guys, for bearing with us. It's been a slightly longer TLDR, but hopefully you guys understand why. Wanted Dad to have a good experience with Windows 8 and didn't get to show him all of my frustrations with it, but I think enough of them, especially that first part. It's everything that I needed to see. Anyway, feel free to drop me a line if you want to. I got to wrap it up now because we got to get prepared for our webinar tonight for Nomies. LockerGnome.com for more information on any of the articles that we've shared today. I hope to have some of these clips separated as separate segments, because I don't know if this particular video is going to be rewatchable after it's encoded live on YouTube. That seems to be a question, since YouTube Live is a bit broken right now. Sadly, not during the live broadcast, but after it's been broadcast. Feel free to sign up for the Locker Gnome newsletter if you haven't already. The form, of course, is on LockerGnome.com. And then feel free to join us in between these live shows. We're usually talking about one thing or another, and that is through the chat room, the open chat room with Nomies. It's Pound Chris in the IRC chat room. That's a little redundant. IRC, Internet Relay chat room. The room in IRC, and then we're using TeamSpeak to talk to one another. Then you're more than welcome to join us there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.